Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you Spanish 112. I teach two Spanish 112, so I'm going to just do one introduction. So I am in my face-to-face class. My other one is an online class. We will be using two sites. We will be using Moodle, which if you can see from this video, Moodle has changed a little bit. And we're going to be using My Language Labs. And hopefully, since you guys are in 112, you're already familiar with both of these things. So Moodle, on the right-hand side, you're going to find instructor information. You'll see my picture, my contact information, my blog. You can click on the blog. I probably explained if you've had me before. This is information that I often pull up in the classroom, so this will be probably more it'll be beneficial for the others, but the ones in the classroom might be the ones who would be more likely to look out here. So if I pulled something up in class and you wanted to look at it again, you can just go to the blog. But you're by no means do you need to look. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. It just has extra information. Here's my phone number, my extension, my office hours. I plan to be on the Jamestown campus in AT 350 from 8:30 to 9:30 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then this says Thursday, but I plan to be there both Tuesday and Thursday on the High Point campus from 11 to 12. Because unfortunately, well, for you guys, because you guys are all Jamestown or online, I teach at Cameron and at High Point, not just at Jamestown, so I won't always be at Jamestown. Also, you guys can text me. We use Remind. Hopefully some of your other teachers have used it before. It's just an app that you can use so we don't have to share each other's phone numbers, but we can text each other. And I really do like it. Because if you guys are taking a test and it's after hours, let's say it's like 7 o'clock at night, I'm not checking my emails at 7 o'clock at night. But if you send me a text message, a lot of times I'll see it because I, like you guys, am always with my phone. If it's really late at night, I probably won't because I do go to bed. I get up really early. So I like to go to bed somewhere between 10 and 11 because I'm up again at 5. But if it's a decent hour, send me a text message, because if you're working on a test and the test is due that evening, if you send me the text, I'll be able to fix something if there was a problem with your test rather than have it time out. So I would prefer you to. And all you have to do is text this code to this number, and then you'll be in and you'll be able to text me whenever you want. Oops. I just took myself out to remind. And then this is the big blue button. So if you wanted to meet virtually, just let me know and you can click this button and we'll be in a classroom and we can actually chat and share screens, etc. This also tells you how you could use Skype. But I don't think this Skype has the same features as it does this. I discovered this summer. I don't think that students have quite the same features as the instructors do, so I probably can't screen share. Skype would be more another way that we would be texting back and forth. On this side, there is a who we are. This is a little glossary you could click on and just give us some information about you, but it is not required. This is the syllabus. Right now it's in a Word document. Right now it's in a Word document, but I am going to make it a PDF when I finish updating the syllabus. And then this is also another version of it as a Moodle book. This is our course schedule, which is also in the syllabus. It just kind of tells you what topics we're covering which weeks. It'll pop up. I don't have the individual assignments on here because I usually leave my Moodle up. So if you wanted to look at an assignment, you should be able to find it in Moodle. What else is there? This is the text that we're using. I want to go ahead and use the 7th edition. I know, do not buy another textbook. If you have the 6th edition, that's fine. Because with My Language Labs, you're going to have access to the 7th edition. So there's no reason for you to go buy another textbook. Just make sure you have access to My Language Labs. But the My Language Labs activities are going to be in relation to the 7th edition. So there may be some tweaks, but for the most part, it's a lot of the same information. My grading criteria, this just is the rubrics that I use for writing and oral assignments. But these rubrics are also embedded in the assignment, so you don't ever have to look there. This will take you to your grade book, which I suggest you look at on a regular basis. I do keep up with my grading, so most of your stuff is coming in on a Thursday. I will try to start grading on a Friday. So middle of the next week, everything should be graded and we start it all over again. All right, and then there's resources down here. These are links to resources that the school offers, like tutoring, technical support, library, etc. The CLEP If you feel you've had enough Spanish and you don't need to be in this class and you just want to place out of it, you could clip it, and this will tell you how to do that. If you're having any trouble with My Language Labs, this is the number you need to call. Don't call any of the other numbers. This is our priority line. This video tells you how to set yourself up in My Language Labs. I think there's actually 2 of them. The course code is going to go right here. And then if you are just using your eText and you want to bring in a tablet to have your book on a tablet rather than look at it on a computer, these tell you how to set up your eText on your iPad or your Android tablet. This tells you how to make accent marks in Moodle. And then this is the code. So it tells you how to set up like a Spanish keyboard. And once you do that, you need to know which keystrokes make accent marks, etc. And this right here will tell you how that's done. Then even though the format looks, even though the layout looks a little bit different than before, it's going to basically be the same. You have a start here block, and this just tells you that you've got to attend a class by the census date, or if you're in an online class that you have to complete an assignment by the census date or you'll be dropped. There's a video that introduces me to you. There's a video that introduces the class to you. Then there are these assignments that if you're in the online class you want to complete before the census date or you'll be dropped. This again is a video that tells you how to set yourself up in My Language Labs. And then I'm going to give you guys a 2-week temporary access code that will help you get into My Language Labs while you're figuring all this out and trying to purchase it. And this video will tell you what to do when that temporary code expires. Then each week will tell you what we're doing in class. When you open them up, there's going to be a video at the top. I strongly recommend watching the video. In the video, I tell you what you have to do for the week. If there's tests, I'll go over the test or oral assignments. I go over it all here, so it's really in your best interest to look at the video. And if I'm talking too much, just click through and get to the pieces that matter most to you, but you should watch the video. Then each week we'll tell you the pages to study, what you should know when you complete the work for the week, and when the assignments are due. There's also going to be a class participation forum. So for my online classes, you need to watch these instructor-made videos, which will be videos that explain what you need to know for the week. So for my online class, you'll watch the instructor-made videos. Then you'll click on this link right here, and you will post, so you'll just, okay, I don't know, oh, there it is. So here you're just going to hit reply and post any questions or concerns you have about the videos you've watched. For my face-to-face class, you don't have to watch the video because you're meeting with me and I'm explaining this stuff to you. You just need to post any questions or concerns you have about what I covered in class. And if you have no questions or concerns, then you just type, I have no questions or concerns, but you must post something, okay? And then you'll see assignments in My Language Labs. You have to complete anything I tell you to complete in My Language Labs. It doesn't matter if it's extra practice or it's SAMs. And then you may have quizzes or orals, etc. And to know how to handle each quiz or oral, that's where you would want to watch the video at the top of the week. Okay, so each week is like that. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any other questions, then feel free to reach out to me.